Hiya folks, how's it going? I'm Lexi and I really like tabletop games. So much so that every week, once a week, I review a new one here on this channel. If that sounds enjoyable to you, I encourage you to subscribe and keep watching today's episode. Today I have the privilege and honor of reviewing a game that was sent to me. I always feel so honored when people reach out and they want to trust me with their hard work that they've put into their game. If you would like to see your game on the gaming table, I've got my contacts in the description down below. I will say at the moment I do have a couple of months delay between receiving a game and having a video out, so let's dive into today's game. From the wondrous tone, let's dive into the good-natured and good time of Flabbergasted. If you have ever watched a comedy that was filmed in the 20th century, then you perhaps have a good idea of what Flabbergasted is going to be like. Set in the fictional town of Piccadillo, the game is all about fast-paced comedy in the 1920s. The characters, emotions, and events of the game are big, but generally you'll always be laughing. Piccadillo is loosely inspired by the City of London. It's a diverse, fun-loving city where jazz and good times are abound. The main thing people get up to in this world is joining social clubs. Social clubs can bring people together across lots of different classes to hang out and have a good time. This is the reason your characters in Flabbergasted are hanging out together. Generally, your characters will all be a part of a social club together. There are other clubs everywhere in Piccadillo, and these other social clubs issue challenges to each other, whether that be to put on a really funny play, perhaps host an amazing afternoon tea, or any other social event of the season. You might even run into your club's rival club. Flabbergasted uses a dice pooling system with d6s. The number of points you have in a particular attribute will tell you how many dice you get to roll when testing it. You have 4 attributes that are described using 2 words. These are bravado and persuasion, culture and etiquette, wit and sharp, and creativity and passion. When confronted with a challenge, the game master will often ask you to roll one of these particular attributes to see how your character is going to overcome them. There will be a challenge number to beat, and you'll roll the number of dice. 5s and 6s are generally successes, so you count each success towards the result. There are 4 classes you can play in this game, and they are literal social classes we've seen in the real world. There's the aristocrat, the staff, the well-to-do, and the bohemian. These classes each have their own strengths and weaknesses. They also each get a unique list of moves that only that class can do, and to build your character, you get to choose 1 or 2 of these and use them throughout the game. One of the classic examples that I think is really funny is that the aristocrat can have a move to throw a tantrum. This increases their scandal score, but it often gets other people to do what they want. I also really like their other aristocrat move, which is Don't You Know Who I Am? Generally, your characters in this game can only perform this specialized move once in a scene. Throughout the game, if you accumulate enough experience to improve your character, you can either choose to increase the number of points in one of your attributes, or you could choose to be able to perform your specialized move more than once. I also mentioned scandal and dignity. This is a great little bar at sort of the bottom of your character sheet, which helps track how the world at large generally thinks about you. Veering too far into scandal could lead you to be infamous, but of course, who wants to hang out with someone who's super stuffy? One of the other things that the players can improve throughout the game is their social club. The more adventures and hijinks your characters get up to, the more facilities your club can add. I actually really personally love that there's an option for an improvement to have a printing press in your club, so you could publish whatever society rag you wanted, or you could perhaps write something more serious that your club publishes. I always enjoy a game where not only the characters can improve, but the facilities or something that the characters share can be improved upon. I always try to keep my episodes short so you can get a taste of the game and hopefully go and purchase it for yourself to find out more, but I had a really hard time not wanting to talk a lot about Flabbergasted. I actually think this game is pretty beginner friendly and would be a great one to onboard people into tabletops as a game. Comedy in general, I think, tends to draw people in, and the dice pooling mechanism is pretty simple to follow along and apply in different situations. They do also have a really solid chapter about what it is like to run the game and helpful advice, so if you are nervous about running a game, this could be a great one to pick up. If the setting intimidates you, there's actually a great section towards the back all about the world of the 1920s. If you are into the 20th century, vaguely, and you like comedy, this is a great tabletop to pick up. I don't think I've come across another game that's really doing this type of genre, from things like what did people wear to fun slang you can include in your game to get into the mood. So I think that absolutely makes it a standout in a really good way. A printed copy of Flabbergasted is €40 at the moment. That's about $43 US, I think. If you're looking for a comedy-themed RPG, then this is absolutely one to consider. So it is pretty clear that I have enjoyed what this game has to offer. But what did you think? Am I perhaps biased towards the era of the Roaring Twenties? Let me know your thoughts about this game in the comments down below. While you're there, I encourage you to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and perhaps even share with a friend. It actually helps this channel get more notice, which always encourages me to make more videos. I also have a Ko-Fi page linked in my description where you can donate to this channel. That's really important for episodes like today where I was only able to be sent a digital file. To review these games, I really need a physical copy to read. So the majority of the money that gets donated to my Ko-Fi page goes towards getting games printed and bound so I can read and review them for you. I want to say a big thank you to the Wanderer's Tome for sending me a game to review. I had a real blast with it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you next time at the gaming table. Bye!